The 2CV in question is a project car called Gloria that's no longer needed. Even in a rough state, it's £2,750, which is strong money for us.
This must be little Gloria. She's quite presentable, isn't she?
She looks great, doesn't she?
Hi, Kai, is it?
It is.
I'm Gus.
Hi, I'm Will.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
We've come to have a look at your glorious little car there.
Marvellous.
I take it you're a fan of these cars, then?
Yeah, we've had a few 2CVs. They're my wife's passion more than mine. But I mean, we bought Gloria because she's got all the right ingredients. So, galvanised chassis, engine and gearbox run well. Most of the car is fine. It needs some TLC. And unfortunately, I can't take it to the next stage. So that's why we're selling her, really.
I see, right.
Make yourself at home. I'll be out in a moment.
All right, bro.
Cool, thank you very much.
So you've got to say, initially, it looks fantastic. So much better than I thought it would.
Glorious from a distance. I don't think Gloria looks so glorious close up. I can already see that this car has got some problems.
Okay. Will hurt her feelings.
Oh, poor little Gloria. I do like her name and I love her colour. But I can't help but see exactly what you're looking at down there. That is rust.
It's got a few rust problems, I get that.
These seats are a bit saggy.
Yeah.
They're sort of sat on the floor there. Here's the issue. It's already been patched. It's been patched so long ago that the patches have rusted out.
It just doesn't seem like a big enough problem to not purchase something that clearly is so glorious. Take, for example, this bonnet. Just look at that. This is like the chin of a blue whale, isn't it?
It feels rather gritty.
Look at the patina in this rust here. Somebody is going to fall head over heels for this, because if you want a 2CV that looks like it's been lived in the south of France for 20 years, this is the one, isn't it? I just think it's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, where is it? Where's the engine then? Go on.
It's written there.
Aye, so it is.
And look at that, it's got 602 written on it.
Hey, what does 602 mean?
That denotes the capacity of the engine.
It's a really diddy little engine. How many horsepower?
I think 29. But it's weird, because I've been in one of these with 4 people, and you just would not know that it's a 600cc engine.
They have always been very, very capable cars. And no matter how small the engine is, it's always worked for them.
This is a plus. The only real minus at the moment is that welding, isn't it?
Yeah, but that welding is counteracted by the galvanised chassis.
We know it's got a galvanised chassis.
Big goody points.
Yeah.
The interior is interesting and very, very basic. And I think I found Gloria's little sister, Dolly, in the back.
There's a lot of spares, isn't there? I think this is off of a dolly. It's the right colour.
Hi, guys. How are you getting on?
Well, we love it. Of course we love it and want to take it home, but it really depends on how much you want for the car.
Well, we're asking $27.50.
Yep.
I think it's worth every penny of that.
Ah, right, OK. So we've been having a chat, and we were sort of thinking we might sort of come in with an offer of about sort of 2.2.
I can't let it go for that. I think the car's worth more than that.
Okay.
But what about we split the difference and say 2.5?
Go on, you got yourself a deal.
We'll leave it on the trailer. Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Nice to meet you both.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks, guys.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think we've done very well. If only life could be speeded up. We embark on a stripping jamboree, leaving the bare bones of this classic car exposed. It's not entirely good news. Ha, right, yeah.
See, technically, that's no worse. We can just see it more now, can't we?
This is true, and that gives me a lot of confidence. I was thinking that we might be looking at sort of repair patches in localised areas.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a bit more than that, yeah?
Well, it is worth noting that this end of it does have an observation hatch so that you can work out how fast you're going by looking at the floor, which is nice.
Well, that's handy, because at the back end, it's got one so you can see if the exhaust hangers become detached or not.
And I think that was an optional extra.
We have our strengths, and I confess to liking the cut and thrust of welding. So that one's down to me. It's a job that requires preparation and persistence.
I'm giving the engine a decent service and will cover off all the consumables which probably haven't been touched for years.
So just looking inside our air filter. So this is a foam air filter. Foam air filters often have to run in oil. They have to be oiled. But there seems to be an excessive amount of oil in here. And I was just looking in the bottom there. The pressure vent for the engine comes into here, so it vents pressure and also oil as the engine gets older and older, into the air cleaner to be reburnt in the engine, actually, so that nobody notices it.
The great thing about cleaning is that it costs very little.
Our sponge filter has rather deteriorated, and I think it's probably seen better days, so I'm going to have to get a new one.
I changed the oil as well. When a buyer looks at a car and sees fresh synthetic in there, it all counts.
The 2CV was actually designed to be worked on by farmers. So lots of it's unbolts, but some of it needs a hammer and a chisel.
I have the oil out, but the filter is a pain.
There must be some sort of special code, some sort of key to getting the oil filter off, which maybe if I looked on the internet I could find, but it's in such an awkward place. It wouldn't surprise me if it hadn't been changed for a bit. Oh yeah, I've done it. Ooh, yeah.
It's a small success.
That is coming out, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I've cut all the way around the edges. Still means I've got to cut off all the nasty, snarly bits where it joins onto the car, but not entirely certain how far we're going yet, and I've got a feeling it's further
Always.
than just a floor pan. So it's chop here and cut there, and eventually the 2CV looks even more naked. You're right, it is a flipping banger. Right, sorry to be in your way, Gus,
No,
but
you're not.
my little job's expanding. I basically need to unbolt the front wing to get to my welding areas. It looks dramatic, and it is.
It is dramatic. So that's indicators. That is horn.
That's better.
Yeah, that'll give you better access for servicing the engine, won't it?
Yeah, much better.
As is always the way, every panel you look at closely is a bit scratchy.
What you got then?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so seal attaches to the A pillar and to the A panel and to this front cross member as well.
Oh my goodness.
And it's everything all comes in on that join.
Yeah.
And to get to it, you've got to remove this part of the wing.
Wow.
Trouble is, that part of the wing goes all the way to the front of the car as well. So
Yeah.
that's why I've had to have that lot
So
off.
that's all gone all the way through there?
Yeah, look, it's all wobbling around.
That's going to be the same the other side as well, isn't it?
Well, I'm not looking at that bit yet. One job, one battle at a time, one battle at a time.
This is the lesson that we teach ourselves every time we do this.
Yeah.
Little bit of rust.
That's it. And we're going to walk away from the car.
A little bit of rust.
But
and
we
all
haven't
this.
done it.
No, we
Again,
haven't.
we bought the car, and now we've got all the problems. Do you know what time it is?
Yes, it's new fan belt time.
Oh, I thought it was sweep the floor and go home time.
I've got to get a new fan belt. Might as well go home. I'll give you a hand.
Brilliant.
What a mess you've made of our car.
So the 2CV is not full of rust, but it's not as clean as a whistle either. Still, it's been a fantastic first day. Day 2 out of 5 to turn around our rusty little 2CV.
Oh, now then, you see, I was going to finish the engine this morning, but I'm waiting for a filter and a belt. And noticing this access panel that you've opened up here,
Yeah.
that would make my life really easy for changing the dampers, wouldn't it?
It would make your life a lot easier. It would also get in my way because I'm working on this side of the car.
Well, I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger, but I'm going to do the other side as well.
So let me guess, right? I've done all my good work here, which now you're gonna
And it's
hold me up
beautiful,
on.
it's beautiful, don't
Well,
get me wrong.
Thank you very much. I mean, effectively, I've just made a massive hole in the bottom of our asset. But no, it's no problem, because I do need to cut the other side out, and if I can get over there and crack into that, and you do this side, I can do that side.
Brilliant.
Good way to start the day, yeah? You know how this goes. I cut out the rusty bits and then find some more.
I know I was poking the fun out of Citroën from inventing a way of carrying 3 eggs across a field, but in actual fact, this suspension is clever. And it was born at a time when the manufacturers of Europe were looking for innovative and cheap ways of doing things, and this suspension system is exactly that. So basically, we have a cylinder with 2 springs in it. The front spring deals with the front wheel, the back spring with the back wheel. So the wheel is attached to a leading arm, which means that the arm is here, the wheel is here. It's the first thing that hits a bump. And as that wheel hits a bump, it pulls on this rod, shortens this spring, and then is sprung back down again. And the back works the same way. Now, there's also a damper. These are the things that take all the shock. And these are the bits that have gone because they take a hammering, actually. So we're going to have to replace them. You can see that they've gone because there's oil leaking out of them, which means the seals have blown. But it's interesting that as you're cornering a car, so the spring on the inside is being compressed and the outside expands, so it stabilizes the car. I know everybody says that 2CV systems are there, they roll all over the road, but they do because the suspension is set up very, very soft because it's for going over a field, as we know. But it's actually a very, very effective system.
Unlike some elements of Citroën suspension systems, the dampers are cheap and easy to get hold of, and they bolt on and off with a little persuasion.
So the front one's got a retaining plate here. That's a little hanger for the suspension unit. You have to put that on first.
Well, it's obvious you have to put it on first because you can't get the nut off with it on there because it's up against the arm.
Onto there and onto here. And then put these little 14 mils in here.
My other floor pan comes out, and we're sort of making some progress.
Well,
Just quite a lot of holes in the bottom of the car.
There are so many holes in this car. I've been through sort of stages of depression and deep upsets and anguish, and it's been growing and growing and growing, and I've done all I can. Every single last bit of prepping, and it turns out that now I'm just a couple of panels short of a 2CV.
cool. Are you going to go and get them then?
I desperately need to go and get them ASAP now, yeah, definitely.
Coming through.
Lovely. We don't have a ramp in the workshop to lift the 2CV, but we do have something almost as good. We call it our occasional trolley.
That's quite neat, isn't it? Yeah. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to take these wings off.
I'm stripping and cleaning the rear drums.
I'm just going to go through the brakes and have a look at them. Actually, I think someone's been in here relatively recently. But I'm going to go through this one, check that everything's all right and that they're adjusted OK, do the other one. Then we know we've got the security of knowing when we put everything back together that it'll stop properly. So, although someone has been in here recently, they haven't changed anything or fixed anything that's been broken because the dust covers on the piston here is all degraded. There's very, very little meat left on the leading edge of this shoe here. So now I've got to enter the world of pain of taking apart the brake lines here and trying to get bleed nipples, trying to get new pistons for the wheel here.
I'm trying to get new brake shoes. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to get them, but it's time and money, isn't it?
If you ever want to know why welding is so expensive, try working on a car like this. Even with good replacement panels, there is so much to do and lots of fiddly bits. The nastiest aspect of this job is replacing the sills. The old ones need to be cut out and the new ones need to be fitted accurately. It's a good job on cheap and easy. So this A-pillar has got to be shaped to fit on top of this sill. So I'm going to have to mark it, scallop it out so it sits down snugly on there and then can be pushed back into that gap. Also, whilst doing that, remembering that this isn't exactly 90 degrees, it's 88.5 degrees. So it's important to bear that in mind when you're marking it out and putting it all together. This is a little bit that needs shaping. I've set it up on 2 blocks of wood here, and if I put this on here with this spacer under here, then I'll get everything aligned really, really nicely. I'm actually just going to mark it by eye to start off with and then start filing it, and then when it gets close, I can then start getting it really accurate and getting that 88.5 degrees just so. This now fits really nicely onto the top of the sill. I've cut it down to a little bit longer than I need because I now need to fine mark it. And when you get to this level, a marker pen is too fat, so a little fine line pencil is perfect. Just get in there behind it, tinsy-wincy little line. I can see it, I can cut it, I can fit it. And this is a very important bit. This is called internal sleeving. This piece of metal is going to be slid inside of this, hidden away. The whole thing's going to be put into place, and then this is going to be pushed back out like this, up into this section here. But it's very important to make it really sound and secure.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
Proper work of art.
Well, it's been taking some time, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's going to make the car worth something, isn't it? I've done the brakes. I'm just waiting for shoes. So, shall we go?
Well, I would love to say yes and be out of here, but to make a decent work of art, you've got to put a lot more time and effort into it. This one isn't quite there yet, so I'm feeling a bit sprightly. I might carry on for a couple more hours and see if I can get this job finished.
Shall I bring some croissants in the morning?
I think that would be an absolute must.
All right, I'll see you later.
See you later. Have a good one. When Gus and I got this car, now, the engine was running, but it was running a bit rough. And the common fault with things like this is often the points adjustment. Now, on most cars, the points are within a distributor underneath a little plastic cap. You can take that off, you can get to it all very easily. On a Citroën 2CV, the points are well hidden. They're behind a grille, behind a fan, behind the fan belt, then behind this cover. And this is the reason that the maintenance that they need on a regular basis is often ignored. That is where the points live, inside there. Right, this bit here holds the points. Points just the same as any other set of points in any other car. The bits that wear, though, are the little heel here, which rubs against the lobes, which push it open and closed, and the contactors, which kind of spark a road and wear as well. Anyway, that to one side, because what's clever about this system is behind here. Most cars have got a vacuum-operated system, which moves the back plates, which can adjust the timing as the engine is running, and this is speed-related. This one's clever because it's got counterbalance weights which are operated centrifugally. So when the engine runs faster, this bit turns like that. And what happens is at a slow speed, it advances the timing up, and at a high speed, it backs the timing off very, very slightly, therefore keeping the engine running smoothly throughout the entire rev range. And because all of this lot is so tricky to get to, I'm going to take it all out and change it for something which is very modern and relatively maintenance-free. So we're swapping it over to electronic ignition. Solid-state tech for delivering a spark in a much more reliable way. Because ignition coils lose a bit of their vigour with age, it's only sensible to fit a new one. The maintenance-free electronic points take nothing away from the purest nature of the 2CV. Cost, around about 100 quid. You need to set the position of the flywheel by inserting this little rod. Another clever Citroën idea. So with everything now set in exactly the right position, it just leaves the timing to be set. And this is the absolute beautiful simplicity of the whole thing. Starts off from the fully anti-clockwise position, and then very slowly and carefully rotate it clockwise until the LED light comes on there. And without turning it any further than that, I keep it in exactly that position. I can now lock it off, and the timing is set perfectly.
So it's the big one. One final day to sort the Citroën out.
You're wondering if I've got the keys in my pocket, aren't you?
No, don't worry, I've got them in mine. See?
Oh.
You know what? It occurred to me on the way back over, we've got to get this car out today.
Well, we're in a good position now, aren't we? We are ready for the last dash on it.
Yeah. Well, we should crack on, shouldn't we?
We should, yeah.
My brake parts are here, and that's all good to go. The mounts and seats go in, and this rear bench has been reupholstered as well.
Lovely.
You're in.
Hey!
Fantastic. Well done.
Doors rather brilliantly slide in.
The front doors bolt on. Doors shut now. Trims.
4 unpainted Citroen wheels. Panels showing their original patina.
Here come the front wings. Oh, yes. All dents and age-related marks are welcome.
Just the bonnet, and it soon starts looking like a car again. And boy, what a car. But has it cost us? The purchase price was £2,500. We spent £144 on panels, £300 on the seats, £280 on other spares. That sounds a lot like £3,224.
We get some hits eventually, but it takes time. Hello? Yes, it is. It's still available and ready to be purchased at the moment. It is a 1989 car. In fact, I'm stood here with it at the moment, and it's looking fantastic, I must say. Cool. Would you like to come and have a look at it at some point, or...? Cool, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Cheers, bye-bye. And as you would expect on a car like this, the buyers want to see details. This one can't inspect the car, so they spec out the images they'd like to see. But do they get us a deal?
There's a little horse trading, but we do sell the 2CV for £4,900, a profit of over £1,500, and we can live with that.